right, so Amanda Nunes all smiles as she makes the walk here yet again. That was a total domination of Juliana Pena midway through 2022 to get her title back. 50-43, by the way, on one of those judges' scorecards.
That's absolutely incredible. I mean, that is a 7-point scorecard. You don't see those very often in mixed martial arts, but I believe that that fight warranted that score, and it showed who Amanda Nunes is whenever she's firing on all cylinders. She can do it all. She's a fantastic grappler, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. She has tremendous power, and her striking looked fantastic on that night. She's as good as they come, and I cannot wait to see what she does in the octagon tonight.
And she's not resting on her laurels, right? She left American Top Team. You see Roger Crawl among those in her corner, but at this stage of her career, she feels like she's getting better, and that could be problematic for the opposition here tonight. All right, huge fight in her career, and it happens right now in front of a capacity crowd. There have been a lot of expectations placed upon this young lady, and largely, given her well-rounded skill set, she has lived up to all of them and then some.
We didn't know what to expect when she made her debut, but she showed such a well-rounded skill set that you immediately start going, wow, this girl's got a ton of potential. She has exceeded our expectation, but right now, she has got to step up once again if she wants to continue her assault on her division. She's well-rounded, but she's got a tough opponent in front of her.
But like if my daughters could be as good at any one thing as this woman is, at all of these skills, and I say that with respect, they might actually turn out to be something. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Amanda the Lioness Nunes. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Luana.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Oh, well, this here Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi is quickly becoming an established spot here on the UFC event calendar. We are back and feeling all of that energy and then some here tonight.
I mean, it's beautiful. I remember taking a tour of it before it was ready. Dana and I went on a tour of Etihad Arena, and it was everything that they promised. Beautiful venue, and they've had some tremendous fights. And for an event and for an arena that's been in existence for not long, big moments have already happened. Habib retiring to Islam Makhachev becoming the champion. This is starting to become a historic place for mixed martial arts fights.
You're right, it has been a special week as usual leading up to a big UFC pay-per-view. Now the fighters need to stop focusing on the visuals and focus on the task. Nunes getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, unable to do so. Nice denial by the bottom fighter.
Great recognition in the grappling transitions. Way to maintain that guard.
And arrows in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
She is so dominant from the top position.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by Nunes.
Get your hips back. Move your hips.
All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself in this position. In this position, what's very key is that she cannot panic. She's got to go and attack the hip, create some space, strip off to a side, re-slide in that half guard so that then now she's a little bit safer. Once you're in half, take your underhook, get back to your feet, or fully recover full guard.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Pinheiro. All right, side control for her now, and you know how heavy she stays with all of that upper body strength. We'll see what she can do from here.
Well, she's got great upper body strength, and that's why she passes, because she doesn't necessarily feel she needs the legs to control her opponents on the ground. So she goes to side control and hopes that you give your back. That's why you see she has so many rear naked choke submissions.
I would never give you my back.
Don't give me your back.
All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Luana Pinheiro. Under 2 minutes to go. Pinheiro's right back to the full mount. Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. Nunes going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective.
Arms in deep.
DC, her arm's in real trouble.
She's in a lot of trouble. It's getting very tight. Fight IQ on full display. This young lady recognized the sub wasn't there, so she kept the dominant position.
She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck to finish the fight with a choke.
Nunes is back in full guard. The ground strikes starting to pile up. Oh, more of the same. She lands again, and the swelling continues to increase on her opponent.
Man, she's so fast. She's so good at targeting certain areas of her opponent's head. And now you see that swelling starting to the base.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Nunes. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Well, she's staying busy, continuing to land ground strikes. There's another one. Nunes is back in full guard now.
And now she's in mount.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, saved by the bell. Round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so a big round for her there. Not much wasted motion when it comes to the ground strikes. DC, take us through the highlights.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, when you watch someone that is so well-versed at ground and pound fighting, it is a joy to watch, especially for a guy like me. She did a great job of truly knowing exactly where she needed to go. She does not go crazy with strikes. She finds the correct time to throw them, and she makes every single one of them count.
Round 2 here. All right, so here we go with our next round. We'll see if she can piggyback on all that good ground and pound work in the previous round.
But when you watch a round like that, it's got to be, I mean, it has to be 10-8, or the judges have to be considering this was just a beatdown. This was one fighter controlling posture. This was one fighter.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still standing.
She's still standing. She's still on the mic. She's got to get out to the center out of the ring, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing it. Fighting from your range is so important. Beautiful punch lands again. Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Beautiful kick there. Pinheiro's limping. That would suggest that the leg kick is having the desired effect. Immediately gets the underhook. Oh, effective use of the jab by Pinheiro. She's thrown tight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot. Oh!
Oh, big left.
Oh!
Well, let's see if she goes back to the hook again. Obviously, there will...
Oh! Another one!
Lands a big elbow there. Nice uppercut.
She throws her jab and she sticks her chin up in the air when she jabs. She has to keep that chin tucked when she throws that jab or kick. A lot of her technique leaves her chin flying up in the air, and she's getting countered.
All right, so Nunes' eye looks so swollen now. You've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Inside leg kick, that'll count.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. And just misses with that big right hand. Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end.
Was able to get that one blocked.
All right, so just as we saw it.
Guillotine jump.
Oh, she got out. How good is that? That's a powerful strike from bottom position. All right, so her submission attempt is denied yet again. She's going to keep going for it, but the defense has held up every step of the way thus far.
She has to. She has to keep going for it, because if she wants a chance, she's got to keep trying to throw up submissions. Unfortunately, she is trying to submit one of the best grapplers in the division.
Nice positional control here. So she backs up here and lets her opponent stand up.
She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her now to drive uppercuts up the middle to do damage on her opponent. Right back in the clinch. Look for the backhand to get very active.
Oh, really using her reach advantage to land the jab there, DC. All right, so the narrative remains the same. She is just wearing upstairs. She is absorbing. They're probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Big left hand. Oh, now gets an under. Oh, how good was that judo toss? She's trying to pass here, gets denied.
Got denied because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transitions.
Lands with the ground and pound. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, and this fighter's eye is swollen shut. Well, not quite, but it's getting worse at this point in time, and it's certainly something that bears watching. The cut man in there quickly. He has applied the end swell, but I'm not sure this fighter's going to be able to answer the bell here for this next round. Well, I'm not sure if the swelling is just cosmetic. She might be severely injured. Let's look back at some replays from that round.
Well, when you take shots that clean, you run the risk of being injured, and injured badly. She was not good defensively, and ultimately, she's the one that's paying for it. She has got to change something if she wants to stay in this fight.
Ready.
Third round underway. All right, right, here we go with our next round. Previous round, both fighters had their moments. We'll see who takes the upper hand here.
Both had their moments, but nobody really stood out. Nobody separated themselves from the other fighter. Which of these two women is going to be able to really charge out ahead in the next round?
Pinheiro's hook shot blocked. That one was telegraphed. Good job by the defense. Well, she whiffs on the straight right hand. All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth having will not be easy. But she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on it.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing.
Huge connection by her there.
Lower the curtain, bring the cast out, bring the cast, if you take a foul, the night's over.
She got that single collar tie. All right, so Nunes' nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area. Well, it looked like we were going to get a finish. She had her rocked pretty good, but she wasn't able to close the show.
She wasn't able to find the kill shot. She hurt her very badly. She was not able to find that one shot that would have finished the fight.
Oh, well, if you've been watching, you know her uppercut has been absolutely on point here tonight, DC. No reason to think she won't get right back to it.
No, she needs to go right back to doing it. It's working. She's very good at it. I think it's her best.
Strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed.
All right, pausing the action here, and could be the end of the fight. Her eye is essentially shut, and the doctor's going to be brought in to take a closer look.
Well, we don't question her toughness. Even with that swelling, she has continued to press. But it does not seem like there's a path to victory for her.
Doctor pulls the referee aside. It looks as though the fight at least is going to continue for now.
It's going to continue for right now, but she has got to get going. She will not have much time in this fight because it's only going to get worse.
Well, we'll see if she can rally here. The ref gets its back underway, but that is an injury that she is going to have to protect if she's going to stay in this fight.
Yeah.
Oh, she might be able to get her out of there now. Well, she's leaking a man.
Can't take pictures now. She has to react. She has to go chase the finish.
Establishing the jab here.
I mean, she's fighting a fantastic fight.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it, really lighten her up now. Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yeah, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicep. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
All right, so Nunes' eye is officially swollen shut. The referee keeping a close eye on things. Maybe he'll call for the ringside physician, but that condition is only going to get worse as this fight continues. Rips the body there.
Great job blocking that shot.
Straight punch is good. Pinheiro's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. Oh, massive kick to the body. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Snapped off the jab nicely there. Oh, strong series of kicks by her there. It's almost like she throws her feet as if they're two more hands.
I mean, that is crazy. Use every weapon of
Fruits up by her there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effective.
Seconds winding down in round 3. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and they better get going on that cut. I would not say it's critical per se, but getting more severe by the moment. Well, she's dealing with a pretty big cut now. We'll see if we can isolate exactly where it happened in that previous round.
Man, she took way too many shots in round 1. She was not being responsible defensively, and ultimately she is paying for it because now she's having a real tough time dealing with that cut.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, our next round is underway, and if you're a UFC fan and this is your first live event after a round like we just saw, you feel like this is the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life.
This is the greatest thing you've ever experienced. Nobody could expect these 2 young ladies to put on that type of round to start the fight.
All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area. That cut is going to get wider with every passing moment of the fight.
You know, generally you expect it to get worse. When you're fighting someone like her, you know it's going to get worse because she's at
that weapon all night. She did not miss there.
She's been looking for it, and she finally got it, and now she's going to see if she can close the night. Uppercut.
Look for her to throw that overhand here again. Oh, great block there.
There it is again. Look at that. John, she's hurt. She's done. It looks like it's over. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
All right, look for her to go back to that overhand here again. Oh, huge shots landed on both sides. How are they still standing?
Oh, nice.
Found the target with that left hand. All right, so she gets the flush knockout here tonight, and you gotta think this is gonna lead to a lot of big fights the rest of the way this year.
Big opportunities are presented after you have a performance like this. She did an amazing job and got a massive knockout victory.
Let's get to Bruce Buffer. He has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 38 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Luana Pinheiro!
Well, you see the raw emotions and the happiness out of her in her corner. What a result here tonight as she gets it done by knockout.
I mean, she could not have imagined that it would go this well. I know she said it would happen, but when it does, I mean, it's joy. It's joy like nothing you've ever felt before. You don't expect